Who said, hey, when I get older, I want to be an insurance agent? Anybody? Right? Most of us didn't wake up and want to be an insurance agent. I mean, when I grew up, football was everything to me. That's what I went to college for. I went to college to play football. I went and got a 4-year degree, but really I would have never went to college if it wasn't for football. What I'm getting at here is if you think about what you did before insurance, I guarantee you if you dig into that, it has uniquely prepared you for where you're at today. So me, football coach, I went and I traveled the country coaching football. I was living my dream, right? And 2011, 2015, that's all it was. I was grinding, I was coaching football, I was developing, I was impacting, I was doing everything I wanted to do, but what I wasn't doing is making any money. I was making anywhere from $10,000 to $28,000 a year. When I was D1, we won a championship. I got this beautiful ring on my finger, and everybody on the outside had thought I made it. I made $2,000 that year living on a couch. Okay? It was a whole different lifestyle. So as we fast forward here, there's two types of coaches. Anybody know what the two types of coaches are? Those are getting ready to be hired and those getting ready to be fired. Okay? And guess what? 2015, I resigned and I went into insurance. Yeah, I was a solo producer from 2016 to 2019. I loved these years of my life. I was young, I was single, I was making more than $28,000 a year. It was awesome. Okay, and during that time, I was door knocking a lot. Who has ever door knocked? That's all I ever did was door knock. So I had to become very, very good at a sales process. Because if you've ever door knocked, you're lucky to maybe talk to a couple people a day, maybe sell one person a day. So I was looking at how can I maximize that household. A couple years later, 2019, I started making some money. I was making multiple six figures. People started taking notice. So 2020, 2023, I had some people that were gravitating towards me. They were athletes, Division I athletes, people I had coached. Who's in this spot right here? You got a couple agents, small team. This, in my opinion, is a tough spot because you have to start providing value. It's no longer me, myself, and I, right? You got other mouths to feed. You got other people depending on you. We need leadership. We need impact. We need to be able to give them support. It's a really tough spot to be, okay? So at this point, I felt like if I didn't provide more, these people were gonna leave me. So to be different, if you're writing things down, to be different, you've gotta be different. So I did something different. I learned how to market. I learned how to develop my own lead generation. And you're gonna hear me talk a lot about lead generation today. When you own your lead generation, when you own your marketing, when you're not dependent on a senior fair, a referral partner, any of that stuff, you will explode, I promise you. And here's what happened. So developed a lead generation system. 2024, went to 11 agents, 6 staff members, and over 100 people in our downline. Anybody in this position? It's hard to get here, but look what happened in 2025. We just scaled from here. 15 internal members, 8 staff members, 600 in our downline, all from me knocking on doors in 2016 with a system, a process, and duplicating. So what I really didn't realize what was happening here, the reason I'm showing you all this is not to boast about numbers. I was really developing a process that I'm going to teach you today that I feel like you can duplicate over and over and over again. I think anybody in this room can do what I did. I promise you. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Sound good? Yeah, here we go. So the 3 pillars that I believe in that will change your business forever are these 3 pillars: optimize, amplify, and scale. And I've contacted my trademark attorney this morning. We're trademarking this. Optimize, amplify, and scale. And you have to do it in this order. A lot of people skip to pillar number 2 or pillar number 3, and pillar number 1 is the most important, optimization. What does that mean? We deem it optimized when we can generate $1,500 in revenue per client. But if I go deeper into this, that's all that was happening here. 2016, 2019, I was optimizing, I was creating this incredible sales system. And then in 2020, we just started amplifying. I brought agents on, and then we scaled with people and processes and systems. Okay, it's really when you peel it back, it's so repeatable and duplicatable. It gets me so excited to talk about it because I really believe anybody can do it. Year over year growth. Here's what this has done for us year over year. It's gave us 100% top line growth for the last 4 years in a row. Who in this room would like to experience 100% top line growth year over year? There we go, right? So how do we do that? I'm going to talk to you guys about that. One of the most important things we can do in this market is portfolio diversity. What does that mean? Who in here is a Medicare primary agent. Who sells Medicare as their primary product? Nice to meet you, me too. Now the only difference is that primary product, we sell so many different products from that primary product. So you'll see in this graph here, what that shows is Medicare Supplement, our second highest product line internally. This is just internal. So we have an internal LOA shop, we have external distribution. We'll do over 20,000 apps this year, but in our internal side, we'll probably do 25% of that, okay? In our internal side, MedSup is our most popular product, followed by cancer, heart attack, stroke, then dental, vision, hearing, then Medicare Advantage. As you work your way down there, we do a lot of recovery care, home care. We do a lot of annuity, but it all starts from marketing to the Medicare prospect. And then you take that Medicare prospect, we diversify it with multiple products. We insulate ourselves, we protect ourselves. We have got to insulate ourselves with portfolio diversity. So if you take away anything from me today, this is the easiest, lowest hanging fruit to launch your agency, is becoming diverse within your portfolio. And we teach it and preach it every single day. Now on the right-hand side there, that's commission by product. So if you look there, our highest revenue stream is not even Medicare. All we do is market to Medicare, but our largest revenue stream is annuity, followed by Medicare Supplement, MA, cancer, heart attack, and stroke is neck and neck with our Medicare revenue. And recovery care is our largest growing product this year. So I can't say enough, portfolio diversity is so important. You've got to know your numbers, okay? If you don't know your numbers, our key performance indicators, how can we make proper decisions? And there's a lot of vanity metrics, I believe, that are thrown around. There's only a few things we track. We don't need to overcomplicate this. I know you probably heard about CPA. We don't really care about CPA. And I know that's kind of weird, right? A lot of people tell me they generate $5 or $10 or whatever on their lead costs. We don't really care about lead costs. All I care about at the end of the day is how much revenue are we generating per client. We want to generate $1,200 or more in revenue per client. So just take 1 second here and do the math. What is your new clients per year, per month, and what is your revenue? I would take a venture to say most people are going to calculate that to be $300 to $600, maybe $450 on average if you're doing true ups and replacements on an MA. Most people around $450. Anybody above 1,000, like you're above 1,000 in revenue per client every single time. Okay, not a lot of hands, there's one in the back. Awesome. That's typically what I see. There's nothing wrong with that, but I believe it's so easy to get to above that $1,200 in revenue per client. And I'm talking a lot about revenue. If you're not doing this, I'm going to show you you're leaving your client exposed, and that's the most important part here. So revenue per client or first year commission, and here's simple math here. With our process, we generate $1,200 per client. So let's just do simple math. If you're generating $400 per client, you bring in 100 new clients to your agency, you generate $40,000 in new revenue. Just by changing your sales process, just by optimizing what you do internally, you can make $120,000 on those same 100 clients if you have a proper system and process. So it doesn't cost you anything more to do that. It doesn't cost you marketing money. It doesn't cost you anything. And it can change everything, I promise you.